These are the Sony NDR 7506. They're professional headsets, and I've used these since I think 2016. I've had this same pair because I love them. One of the things that I don't love about them, and you've probably seen this too, is what starts to happen around the ear foam area. It starts to break down. The problem with this is it starts to flake off, and all of a sudden you start to see black things everywhere. And at first you think, "Oh man, these are bad and I gotta get new ones," but everything else on them work. That's okay. You can get a pair of replacement pads, ear pads. The trick is how do you get them on? And so I'll walk you through as best I can because I've done this a few times. Like I said, I've had them probably since 2016 and I've changed these out a few times. So I'm gonna walk you through how you can change it out. The biggest thing is you gotta get them. Amazon sells them. They're nice and foamy. It is imitation leather, and that's why you're seeing it peel off. But in the back of the headphone, there's this little lip area. And basically, we just need to take off the old one. So you can easily pull it off. And then this is exposed. It's basically here. You see that from wear and tear, it actually kind of does a little bit of expanding. So much easier to take off than it is to put back on. So here's a new one, nice and foamy on the inside, padded on the outside for your ear for the comfort. And I think it's just the oils that tend to break down. If you look at this area, this was the top around my ear. This is at the bottom. And I just think that this is probably on my head a lot more. Maybe my head sweats. Maybe that's what's happening with you. It's just the oils that tend to break it down. So, what we have to do is get this new, very sturdy piece over it. And don't worry if it doesn't happen or doesn't work the very first time. You just need to work with it a little bit and then get it in. If nothing else, I'm just going to show you that it just takes patience, that it's not you, it's just the headphone itself. And so, once we get around the curve right there, then we can go over to the other side. It's a big challenge doing it on screen. Really need an overhead camera for this setup. If you can get enough fingers holding it around it, then your final bit is around the corner. Okay, so I think I have it over everything, but now I need to kind of sink it in to the back because it's over the whole thing. So we need to kind of lift it and put it in place where it's going into the little groove. Go feel your right way around it. And now it's good to go. So, one down and one to go. So now we have this one to do. You see, I saw as I was doing this, there's actually some that's pulling off or coming off in my hand. So we're going to take this one off. And we've got the new one to put in as well. Just making sure I'm still on camera as I'm doing this. So it's not all wasted. This does also, if you're doing it like this on a camera, gives you really good arm strength, or at least on arm workout. Holding it all around. And now I just need to get it in the groove again. Back in just a little snug. Great. That one actually seemed a little bit easier. I was double checking everything because it seemed a lot easier. So now we have new pads. We can test them out to make sure that everything still feels good. It's nice and snug. That's one of the things I love about these headphones is just how over the ear they fit. My particular ear fits snugly within that contraption, and it just does really well for all of my editing of videos or from watching a podcast or a video. The other thing I really do with these headphones is I typically will put these on even if I'm not listening to anything, because if I'm at my desk, that's just kind of an indication of um, drowning out whatever's going on the outside. They're not noise canceling. It's just I really It's just a flip of the switch in my brain that says, hey, it's time to get to work. So I actually use those for that. So, real quick way to change out the padding. Hopefully, that was easy enough for you as well. I have the links in the description below of how you can get replacement pads and which ones I use. So, thanks a lot.